We are mesmerized still how far ahead we are compared to where we thought we would be. So yes, it has, but I'm going to ask the same question back to you, right? Because when I interviewed you, I made you all these promises about where we're going, what we're doing, and you've now come into a company.
The next 3 months are of course very crucial for us as an organization, right? Because we are right at the cusp of, in the middle of a fundraising round. We are planning our product build. While we cannot get into a lot of details about how massive October is looking, but when you say September has been successful, I keep looking at October and I know what's planned for the next couple of weeks, and what we can tell our community and give a little bit of alpha is that, hey, listen, there's a lot of stuff coming, right? So while we won't be able to get into explicit details about what we are about to announce, but the pipeline looks very, very healthy and flattering, right? Segueing into product, how was September? From a product development perspective, from a partnerships perspective, did we manage to do what we set out to do? And from there, what's going to happen in the month of October?
So I head up operations and strategy, right? So my measures of success will always be very different to someone like you who's looking after partnerships. For me, good business practice, good operations, and sound accounting is number one, right? So did we end of September with good sound accounting, good operations, and good strategy? 100% we did, of course we did. But when we look at the business and the health of the business, I think we're in a really, really good place. We are now opened up our next round of funding, which is really, really exciting. You, myself, Jimmy, our CEO, have been on a number of conversations which, given our age, are beyond flattering, right? That companies are tapping us on the shoulder going, we really like what you're doing, can we come and play with you? And I think September has therefore exceeded my expectations from a growth and partnerships perspective. Congratulations to you. It's 100% down to you, so well done. When I look at the health of the business, I think we have a really, really good product. We released 4 products over the last few months, right? So we've released our marketplace, we've released our avatars, which I think we did, I'm looking just in the back of the room, it was February, our avatars went live online when we did the avatar thing.
Yeah, that was the battle of the avatars.
That was like February, that was less than 6 months into our existence. We'd gone live with our avatars. We've now got our virtual world done, and we're out in Dubai at the moment. All the team are here, or 80% of the team are here. There's a few people that couldn't join us for various reasons, and we've just planned our next 4 MVPs as well. So we'll be going live with those over the next few weeks as well. So has September met expectations? No, September has surpassed expectations. Both Jimmy and I were having a conversation just before we did this, and we are mesmerized still how far ahead we are compared to where we thought we would be. So yes, it has, but I'm going to ask the same question back to you, right? Because when I interviewed you, I made you all these promises about where we're going, what we're doing, and you've now come into a company.
The next 3 months are of course very crucial for us as an organization, right? Because we are right at the cusp of, in the middle of a fundraising round. We are planning our product build. While we cannot get into a lot of details about how massive October is looking, but when you say September has been successful, I keep looking at October and I know what's planned for the next couple of weeks, and what we can tell our community and give a little bit of alpha is that, hey, listen, there's a lot of stuff coming, right? So while we won't be able to get into explicit details about what we are about to announce, but the pipeline looks very, very healthy and flattering, right? There's some big ticket things are happening, activities are happening, and couldn't be more excited. Of course, it's a lot of responsibility as well on our shoulders, because we are scaling fast, we are running, and we need to ensure that we're able to take our entire team along, right, to be able to deliver. But in a nutshell, yes, I think very big quarter up ahead, but October is already looking quite fun.
But did what I promised you we were going to be doing when we interviewed?
You're asking me to give you a very easy hall pass. Yes, but I'm not letting go of this so easy, right? Because I need to be able to hold you later.
Of course.
Nick, come on, be nice. But yes, Vault Hill has turned out to be everything that you promised it would. I see it's a very competitive field, right? We are not the only metaverse, and I think we are acutely aware of the fact that we have our work cut out for us to be able to compete in a crowded field. But what's important is that as a company and as a team, we know what is it that's required to succeed, right? And no expenses being spared, no effort is being spared to be able to go out and do it, right? So from that perspective, this is turning out to be as fun as I thought it was going to be. If only now markets would improve, everything would start bouncing back and we'll be very happy. Which takes me into, now that we know that, hey, listen, our pipeline is looking good, what we're achieving is going to start bearing results. The team has been in Dubai, like I said earlier, right? What are we doing in Dubai?
Apart from melting, in Dubai it's so hot. Like, it's meant to be like cool season, isn't it? I thought, I don't know. What are we doing in Dubai? So we have invited all of Vault Hill to Dubai. So there's a couple of people that haven't been able to make it for various reasons, but this is the first opportunity that everyone has been able to en masse meet face to face. First time we've met face to face.
True.
And what we wanted to do are a couple of things. One, we wanted to celebrate how far we've come. Two, we wanted to get people to know each other, because remote working is hard. Remote working is mentally not safe for us, right? It's very hard to have that trusted circle. Three, cool what they call them, cool water cooler chats, right? There's been a lot of them, like breakout sessions, where we've resolved a lot of conversations which might take weeks or whatever. We've been able to resolve them. But the most important thing of that is to share with the team where we are going. We have, and we're taking the team out for a social event this evening, and it will be great for the members to candidly say, this was good, this was bad, I like this, I didn't like that, and really get that real feedback, because without that, we can't pivot the company. Without that, we can't change the company. Yeah, it's all well and good me sitting in the office, like writing, this is where I think we should go. But I can be wrong. I've been wrong before. It was once. It was about 1996, I think. It was a bad day. But ever since then, I've been right. And, I might be...
I'm trying to back calculate how old are you if in 1996?
I joke, right? But unless we're told that we're doing something wrong, we'll just assume that we're doing something right. And in an office, someone can pull you into the office and go, can I have a little chat with you? When you've got that barrier, right? I'm guilty of it. Like, you turn the camera off, you're like, oh, come on. Right, and then you go back into it. You have that barrier, but it's also, as beneficial as it is that you can seem stressed or be stressed without people seeing it, it's also important for people to see that you are stressed, right? Because you don't know you're doing something wrong. So it's also been important for us to get that feedback from the team, because human centricity is the core to our business, and the only way you can be human centric is by giving people that freedom, that safety, and the environment to be real humans. And the only way to do that is face to face. So that's been the most important reason for why we're in Dubai.
I actually echo that. A lot of times when we're planning, we're strategizing, we're building product, what tends to happen is that we tend to do it in specific number of teams, right? What this team building exercise really meant for us was that we were able to put everybody in the same room to show them, hey, listen, this is what we're hoping to do in the next couple of months. What do you guys think? Yeah. And how impressive was it to listen to other people's ideas, wherein, from unexpected quarters, we got ideas, we got life into the room in a sense to know just how knowledgeable and how brilliant our team is to be able to pull that out, and how excited everyone is to be building this, right?
Sure, I agree. So I will ask one question back to you, because I know we're very close to time. What's been your highlight
of
the last 3 days?
The last 3 days? It's impressive how meticulous, and if I may use this word, I know this is big words, how meticulous our planning seems to be for the next couple of months from a product perspective, and our way of wanting to achieve those targets, right? It's not just, hey, listen, that we're building a metaverse. That's an easy statement to make, but the steps that it involves from a product perspective, everything from, we've been discussing, and I don't know how much detail we can go into on this chat for that, but how focused the teams are to be able to take these tasks, and how difficult they are, to be quite honest. This is a brand new technology, a universe being built, and just about everybody is so excited to be wanting to do it without really saying, oh, listen, this is going to take so much time, or how am I going to be able to do this? None of that, right? Everyone is laser focused on, yes, I want to do this. I'm excited to be a part of this.
Sure.
And I think just seeing this team in action has been very impressive in the last couple of days.
Okay, and you've met everyone now.
Yes.
I don't know if you met anyone before.
No.
Who has surprised you, and why?
Surprisingly fun. I didn't think it was going to be this fun. I genuinely thought he was going to be just a tad bit grumpy, but he's not. He's actually a very nice, fun-loving, fun person. Right?
Also
So
grumpy though.
it's a little bit of
Where he's like, yeah, it's grumpy.
I think between you and Jimmy, it could be a toss-up between who's grumpy at what time, right? So Jimmy is a lot more outgoing in that sense because he's just always happy. Yeah, let's go! But I love that energy about him. But I think everybody in the team. I met my own marketing, growth, and partnerships team for the first time, and I've been very impressed with the talent that they have.
Yeah.
And I admit that this is a problem with remote working, right? What tends to happen is you speak for a certain number of minutes or hours in a day.
Yeah.
You don't spend an entire day together like you would in an office, right?
No.
So the relationships that you build and the work that you get done when you're sitting together and doing something is very different from just Zoom calls or team calls, right? So I think that has been extremely exciting. And just to see, if I may say all of my kids, I mean, they're all of my kids. I'm older in that sense. 96 seems like just recent history to me. So, it's been extremely exciting to meet everyone and, just put faces to names and voices. And
I'm really pleased to hear that. I'm just going to ask a question off camera. Murray, highlight, and who surprised you?
My highlight of the trip was going to the Museum of the Future, seeing the flying penguin balloon thing.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You have to show me later, yeah?
I've got the videos with
please, yeah.
on social.
Nice.
Probably surprised me, maybe Uni. Like, I didn't realise he was so funny, because I've only been messaging him on the Uni in the chat.
Extremely funny.
How are you, Pal?
It was actually really fun when I first got here, and so I started playing the whole guess who's who
Yeah.
situation. It's like really fun to do that. But yeah, actually, Museum of the Future was next level. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I mean, I'm really upset that no one
That
went.
didn't
Your
go.
presentations, Nick, really impressed me.
Oh, yeah, that last one was
Pipe down.
Nick,
It's too late, Murray.
Nick,
It's
but
too late.
you can't blame them. Before your presentation, Jimmy explicitly said that you guys are going to be bored for the next 2 hours. But let me ask this question to you. What has been the highlight for you? As part
Piyush,
one?
me and you.
And part 2, I was coming to that. How impressed and thankful are you for my existence in general?
I mean, I've never realised just how much I like an iced latte since I met you. I mean, that's been something that's changed my life. So thank you for that. It's something I'm going to take
You're
away.
welcome.
To be honest, the highlight has been meeting everyone. It's all well and good. And I've been doing my job, obviously not for Vault Hill, but I've been doing my job in many forms for many years now, and it's always been strategy for someone else, right? Nick, write this for me, off you go, right? I've been a servant to many corporates and businesses over the years, but never been solely responsible for writing one that I am accountable for and what Jimmy's accountable for. I guess I can pass the buck one more person. And it is just nice to see that, humbling to see that what you planned, what you envisaged is coming to life. And not only has it come to life, but people are excited and passionate and involved in that. And it could have gone horribly wrong, right? It could have gone wrong, but touch wood, it continues to go right.
Yeah.
Touch wood. And for me, that's been a highlight, right? It's well, I don't know if it's a highlight, right? It's more arrogant, that is, isn't it? Everything I said would happen has happened, and now I'm really arrogant. But it's true, right? It's humbling to see that these plans, these strategies, these dreams that we had are now coming to life, and they are making people happy, and they are delivering product, and people are motivated to be involved in that. And I think that's a really humbling reality to what we've experienced over the last couple of days. And that's true of Jimmy. Jimmy and I were having a conversation just before this, and he was just like, I'm just overwhelmed. I mean, it was Jimmy, so it was like, I'm overwhelmed, but as opposed to just I'm overwhelmed. But yeah, it's just a fact.
Because it's true.
Alex, what about you? You've been in all the sessions. I know you're not part of Vault Hill directly, but
The best bit obviously is meeting everybody, but seeing like how multicultural a company like this is, like not often do you come into a company or work with a company where it's so diverse. And I think that's probably amplified by seeing people that were meeting each other for the first time and sort of learning about each other's cultures as well.
Yeah.
I mean, there were a few conversations with it yesterday morning about that.
Yeah.
I just find that so like mentally like stimulating as well. Really
Thank you.
Absolutely, right?
And my presentations.
Yeah.
And next presentations.
And Hamid's.
Presentation.
Yes. Oh, come on. Why is it? Oh, yeah. But also the other guy was better.
Yeah, why can't we just appreciate Nick for being Nick, right?
Not even my
Nick,
mum
we-
appreciates me.
We love your
Never been loved.
we love your presentations, and I think it was a great experience. Thank you so much for taking the time out for this chat. You guys are obviously going to see us again next month. Nick is going to be there, and perhaps Jimmy back.
Might be you two actually. Might be you and Jimmy, because you'll be back together, I think, at the end of October.
Why don't you guys vote on it? Tell us what you think in comments, and we'll probably make it come true. We're also hoping to get more leadership, members of our leadership team to get access to you, to talk to you on Discord. So please follow us there if you're not there. Come join our channel, and there's a lot happening along with quizzes and a lot of gifts and prizes and rewards. So extremely excited for this, and we'll see you guys soon.